Every bird owner wants the best for its pet bird. Even when we think we take good care of our birds, there are always new tips and tricks to learn so we can upgrade our bird's life even more. So if you love your pet bird and want to improve its quality of life, here are more than 20 tips on keeping your bird happy and healthy. As loving bird owners, we all want our birds to be happy and healthy. However, birds can't speak the same language as we do, so sometimes it is difficult to tell if they're actually enjoying themselves or not. In this video, you will learn 7 signs that indicate your bird is truly happy and healthy. Feather appearance. If you're an experienced bird owner, you know that your bird's feathers are all that matters. Birds consider their feathers very important, and if your bird's feathers are soft, shiny, and neat, then your bird is probably in good shape. Healthy appetite. When a human or any other animal is happy, they would usually also have a healthy appetite. That's why, when a bird is depressed or sick, it will stop eating. So if you've noticed your bird is eating on schedule every single day and enjoying its food, and also willing to try new things, then your bird is truly happy. Playful behavior. Even the most adult bird will act like a child, as long as it's happy. Birds love new stuff around them, new stimulation, new things to chew on, and new areas to discover. A playful bird is a healthy and happy bird. Relaxed body language. If your bird is relaxed when you're around, like sleeping, preening, and minding its matters around you, that's actually a good sign for 2 reasons. It shows that your bird is not sad or stressed, and it's also a good sign that it trusts you. Easy bonding. Okay, so if your bird is easily tameable and is happy to step up, eat from your hands, and even let you pet it, that's a clear sign that it's very happy with its life. But remember that not all birds are alike. Some birds can take a little longer to bond with their owner, and they still live very good lives. Non-stop chirping. One of the things that happy and healthy birds do is to chirp. A sad bird will usually not want to chirp or have the energy for it. So if your ears already had enough of all the whistling and singing, and some will even call it noise, then you're very lucky because your bird is obviously happy. Always busy. Birds have very strict routines. They don't appreciate changes very much. A happy bird should wake up early in the morning, eat, play, chirp, preen, bathe, and do so much more to occupy itself. So if your bird appears always busy, like they have errands to do, that's a very good sign for a healthy and happy bird. There are a few things in this world that your bird likes more than millet spray. In this video, we will discover 10 things your bird loves the most. Mirrors. Some people don't call it love, but it's definitely an obsession. Birds absolutely go crazy for any mirror or reflection. It's true that you shouldn't place a mirror in your bird's cage, but it's perfectly fine to let it see its own reflection from time to time. It makes them happy and joyful. Staying high. Maybe it's just your natural instinct, but if you've noticed, your bird will always prefer staying at the highest perch or the highest spot in the house, like the top of the curtains. So keep in mind your bird should have a high perch inside its cage. Chewing. It's not a bird if it's not chewing your house down. Birds are known to be expert chewers, especially parrots thanks to the shape of their beak. To prevent them from destroying your furniture, you should always supply them with enough wooden and straw toys. Staying fresh. Birds are generally very clean animals, and they will spend almost half their lives grooming themselves. They don't like your greasy or dirty hands touching their well cared for feathers. Socializing. Birds are highly social animals. In the wild, they live in large flocks that provide safety and care for each other. As pets, they still have these social instincts, and they love to spend time with the other members of the household. Wet food. Have you ever noticed that the first thing your bird does to veggies and herbs is to sip on the drops of water? Pet birds love to play with their food, and sometimes they won't even eat the veggies, but only drink the water and even bathe inside of their wet food. Routine. Birds have a biological clock that tells them when things should happen, and if they don't happen, it could really anger them. So let your bird out of the cage around the same time and do all of the things you usually do around the same time every single day. Getting scratches. The only area that birds don't get to preen is their heads. This means that their head is very itchy and they'll appreciate a good scratch from time to time. They can get scratched by their owner, their mate, or even get the job done themselves. Fresh bowl of food. Another thing birds love is when you change their old seeds, pellets, or veggies to fresh ones. You'll notice your bird is usually very happy to go munch on the food right after you refill it. Being with you. It doesn't matter if your bird is tamed or not. It still knows that you're its caretaker. It knows you're the one who supplies the food and takes care of all the other stuff, like keeping the cage clean. So it loves it when you're around, even if it sometimes acts like it's scared of you. Our pet birds need a certain level of stimulation and activity in order to feel engaged, motivated, and fulfilled. If your bird will go too long without that certain level of stimulation and activity, the boredom is going to kick in, which will affect your bird's mood in a bad way. In this video, we will talk about 5 signs that indicate your bird is struggling with boredom, and I'll explain how you can keep your bird happy and busy. Your bird is eating too much. Excessive eating is a clear sign that your bird is bored. Keep in mind that eating out of boredom is also a very human thing. When your bird is bored, it will automatically turn into eating all the time. You'll notice your bird consistently sitting next to its food bowl and munch non-stop. This is an opportunity to provide your bird with new and interesting food, like herbs, veggies, and fruit that will at least keep it healthy. Your bird is self-destructive. Overpreening is a common sign of boredom in birds. Your bird will bite and chew on its skin, causing irritation and inflammation. The irritation that results from this behavior can cause it to continue to overpreen and pluck its feathers, creating a negative cycle of self-harm. A bird in such a condition should be monitored by an avian vet and should always be introduced to new toys and things to do. Your bird isn't moving from its perch. Every bored and depressed bird will have a favorite perch to stay on. It usually won't move from the perch for hours and will just look relaxed without doing anything around its cage. The best thing you can do to break your bird's habit of sitting and doing nothing is to often change the perches and their position in the cage, so your bird will always have new areas to explore. Your bird is quiet. A normal and happy bird will love to chirp and make sounds to attract attention or to react to its environment. On the other hand, if you don't hear your bird making sounds very often, that can indicate your bird is bored and needs your help in making it feel better so it can get back to its usual self. I recommend playing videos of chirps of your bird's species in the background. Your bird isn't playing with its toys. Many owners report that their birds have stopped playing with their favorite toys. The toys are just hanging there, dusting, without being touched or even looked at. That could happen because your bird is probably tired of the old toys that aren't as exciting as they used to be. A simple solution to that is to rotate and replace your bird's toys every once in a while. I'll leave a link in the description for new and exciting toys you can get for your bird. We all want our birds to eat veggies and fruit, but that's not always an easy task. Birds can be stubborn when it comes to healthy food, and they will prefer seeds over veggies anytime. And that can really shorten their lifespan. Here are 5 ways to make your bird eat veggies and fruits. Sprinkle seeds. The first way to make your bird eat healthy is to sprinkle the regular seeds over the veggie or fruit you wish to give them. This way, you're fooling your bird into eating their regular seeds and tasting the healthy food at the same time, until they get used to the flavor of the veggies and start eating them without seeds on top. Pretend to be eating. Pet birds usually follow the behavior of their flock members, and our birds definitely consider us as a part of their flock. So if you'll grab a veggie and start pretending to be eating it in front of your bird, and even add some chewing sounds like you're enjoying the veggie, your bird is very likely to get interested and even taste it. Wet food, don't care. Birds like to play with their food, and even bathe in it. A perfect way to get your bird to try some herbs, or other healthy food, is to wash it and keep it wet. So your bird will start nibbling on the water and even bathe inside while grabbing some bites of it. Cut into thin slices. Some birds like their veggies cut into cubes, others like it very thin, and some even like it grated. It's all about finding out what's your bird's favorite texture of the veggie. My birds like thin slices so they can easily bite through them. Start at a young age. Just like taming a bird at a younger age is sure to bring the best results, you should also get your bird used to veggies and fruits from a very young age. Chicks are just more open and trusting than adult birds. They are less stubborn and more willing to try new things.